for the hookup there. 929thegame.com. My name's Jason Bailey. No Randy Cross today, taking a personal day, but my man will be back on Monday. There on the WadeFord.com hotline. We welcome back to the program. That is the head football coach there at Kennesaw State, Coach Brian Bohannon. Coach, how are we this morning, sir?
I'm doing great, Jason. How you doing?
Excellent. It's good to have you back. Talking with Al over there, your man, and he sends me the email and tells me how Kennesaw State, and for those that aren't in the know, the first football program will be coming up for Kennesaw State, so you're going to have a team, right?
That's right.
And how does one find a team, Coach? What are your plans?
Well, we had our first signing class on February 5th. We signed 29 young men, and that was a start to having our first football team in the fall. And then we've added some walk-ons along the way. But tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock, we're going to have a tryout for all those students on campus here at Kennesaw State. We'll have 96 guys come out in the morning at 8 o'clock to try out for the first ever football team. So it's going to be an exciting morning. There's a lot of excitement around this university right now, and it'll be exciting especially for our coaches. I mean, we haven't been out coaching for almost a year now.
Yeah.
So we get a chance to get back out on the grass and have these young men come out and compete a little bit and see if some of these guys can be a part of the football team.
Now, are you thinking like I'm thinking, Coach? I'm thinking the replacements. I'm thinking Vince Papali, and I'm thinking, because what I read was that you just have to be enrolled. Well, you just have to, but you have to be enrolled in 12 hours of coursework for the spring semester to meet the NCAA and Kennesaw State University eligibility requirements. So let's say I got a job, and I'm like, you know what? I've always wanted to play college football, and I'm a big Coach Brian Bohannon fan, so I'm just going to go out there and try out. You get these fat guys with capes that are like 38 years old. Is that what you're expecting tomorrow?
You know, it's going to be interesting, Jason. We don't really know exactly what to expect. We did ask these guys to fill out a lot of paperwork, so we kind of had an idea if they had eligibility, if all that. So, but it's going to be an interesting morning. I mean, we know of some kids. There's some kids that we know a little bit about that'll be here. And then I think there's going to be some surprises tomorrow. And there might even be some older folks out there that have eligibility left that at least their mind tells them they can still play ball. Now, whether their body does or not, we'll have to see about that.
You're going to have some kid's dad come out there. He's like 50 years old. He's like, I can kick the ball, Coach. Just put me in. 12 hours, no problem. I'm retired. Have you been approached by any of these guys, these kids that want to come out there, approach you on campus or something, say, I'll be out there on Saturday, Coach? Look at me.
Oh, no doubt. There's been a lot of kids that have come up, and we've had this information out for a while, so they kind of knew what was going on. But there's been a lot of kids come up and say, Coach, I'm going to try out. I'm looking forward to it. And, again, it's just a lot of excitement around the university right now. And these kids look at this, man, this is an opportunity, to be a part of something special, but also a chance for these kids to play. They're looking at it, hey, there's nobody on the team right now. This is about as good opportunity as I'll ever have.
Color me stupid, Coach, but who told me? Wendy, I think you told me the other day, because you went to Kennesaw State, right?
I did.
Yeah, third largest university in the state of Georgia, right?
It was.
Yeah, is that true, Coach? I mean, I didn't really.
Yeah, we're sitting at about roughly 25,000 students here at Kennesaw State.
Yeah.
And there's a consolidation in progress right now with Southern Poly that could actually take us up to close to 30,000. So, I mean, we're sitting in a great situation, great location, just 20 minutes outside of Atlanta. And, we can offer about any major anybody wants. I mean, and so it's a great institution. And I think Wendy will say this, kids enjoy going to school here, and people enjoy going to work here. And I think that's credit to the leadership and what this place is about.
Yeah, it's a nice part of town too. It's a really nice area to live.
It's a great part of town, and Kennesaw has really been desperate for a football team for a long time because it's such a great school and does offer a lot of majors that you can take and night classes. So it's a great commuter school that's really been itching for a football team.
Yeah, Coach, I wish I would have known about the tryouts, because Al asked me to come out. Not that I was going to try out by no means. I'm trying not to pull limbs playing tennis, for the love of God, but I just want to see what kind of characters you get coming out there.
It's going to be an interesting morning, so I know our staff's looking forward to it, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Hey, you got any updates on your owl status? Because you're the Kennesaw State Owls. Weren't you protested by PETA?
I'm going to go with no comment on that. I'm not going down that road, Jason.
Oh, you can't talk about it? Really?
No, I mean, we obviously we have a mascot that a lot of people have mascots, but we're excited about it, and we're getting this program going and doing all the things that are surrounded with college football.
Well, can you tell? Okay, just, if you can't answer the question, that's fine. I'm just curious because I don't know too much about this. Other than I think I was on vacation or something, and I came back, and Randy was like, "Did you hear what happened at Kennesaw State?" And it was right after you came in. And I said, no. I was like, yeah, Pete is all about being upset because they want to be the Owls. And I'm going, that's ridiculous. Were they mad because you wanted to be the Owls, which doesn't make sense, or did you have like a live owl?
No, we have a live owl mascot.
Oh,
and I think that's where some of the discussion came in play.
Are they endangered species or something? No, it's kind of stupid, huh? An owl, you bring it out there and you put it on somebody's hand, right? You probably have a glove and you put it on the hand and it goes whoo hoo, and that's your owl, right?
Well, what's great about college football is there's just so many things that surround it. I mean, you have a band, you have mascots, you have fights, all those things that go with it, and that's what makes it fun. And that's what makes it not only good for the players, but really for the community and the students and the fans. That's what makes it fun.
You're the Fighting Owls, though, right?
Well, it's really just the Owls. We hope our owl has a fighting demeanor, but really we're the Kennesaw State Owls.
Okay, well, the Owls, I mean, you got to put. Can I recommend something? Can you pass it along to the Owl Committee? I mean, you have to be the Fighting Owls because owls aren't tough animals. You know that, Coach, right?
Well, we're ours is the Greyhorn owl, which is a pretty tough owl. So we may not be technically the Fighting Owls, but we're going to be pretty tough on the field, I'll tell you that.
Well, if they do something, you get Al Bundy's face and put it on the side of your helmets. You'd be like the Fighting Owls. And he scored 5 touchdowns in a game. Have you ever watched Married with Children? Yeah,
I've seen that a few times.
And you don't want a lame mascot, Coach. I mean, like the Hawks tonight are playing the Pelicans. Is that not the stupidest? I mean, look, even if you're not the Fighting Owls at Kennesaw State, Coach, the Pelicans, coming from Florida around Pelicans all the time, they're the most docile animal out there. Is that not the stupidest mascot name a team could have, right?
It's definitely a little different, to say the least.
Yeah, I know. You got to be PC. You can't say stuff like I say. Okay, that's cool. Well, okay, so let's give details for any aspiring football player that would like to play for the Kennesaw State Owls, OWLS. Tomorrow, do you have all the details, Coach, or do you want me to read them off? Because I'd rather you do it.
Well, basically what we did is we had a period of time where anybody that was a full-time student at Kennesaw State and had eligibility remaining, they could sign up to come out and try out tomorrow at 8 o'clock. And so we have there's 96 young men that are registered to come try out tomorrow. And then from there, we'll have, for those that are interested, if they can't be involved tomorrow and they want to enroll at Kennesaw State, in the fall, we'll have another tryout, and we'll do the same kind of thing in the fall, and then we'll be recruiting our second signing class for next February here, where it'll be a mix of high school kids and a mix of transfers for the signing class of 2015.
All right. Well, I hope you find what you're looking for. Will you do me a favor, Coach? Like, if you find that guy, that diamond in the rough guy, will you walk out, follow him out to the parking lot like Dick Vermeil did to Vince Papale and Invincible and just kind of have one of those moments with him? That'd be kind of a cool story. Brian Bohannon, the new Dick Vermeil at Kennesaw State. All right. Before I let you go, did you do your bracket? You into the March Madness thing?
I didn't do my bracket, but I tell you what, it wasn't good being a 5 seed yesterday. I can tell you that.
Now, I mean, all these, everybody, of course, talking about the $1 billion bracket on our website, cbssports.com and 929thegame.com. We had our bracket. Everybody does the brackets. And that Dayton win over Ohio State, I mean, right out of the gates, crushed anyone's chances of a perfect bracket. There's like less than 1% of the brackets out there that have a chance to be perfect.
No doubt. What a great time of year, though. March Madness and competing for a championship, and you compete on the court.
Yeah.
You can't beat it. It's awesome.
And you know what's cool about it? It is a different vibe than when you get into the bowl games or this upcoming year. Well, we don't know what it'll be like with the playoff system for football, but even, the NFL, it's a totally different vibe. It's a cool, different vibe, Coach?
Yeah, I think it's awesome. I love it. I love competing for a championship on the field or on the court where whoever's, bringing their A game that day, they get to move on. I think that's a great thing about us Jason, we're going to be at the FCS level where we compete for a championship. I mean, they're going to select 24 teams, and there'll be one left at the end, and I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
You win it on the field or you win it on the court.
I'm excited for you guys, Coach. We've developed a great relationship, and I love seeing a program being built from the ground up there at Kennesaw State, and doing something like having the open tryouts. And you're such a great guy, and people know you, of course, from back in the day. But it's just, I love the story, and being a part of the story with you guys is an absolute honor.
Well, we appreciate it, Jason, and it's been an honor for me to get to know you and spend some time with you guys at 92.9.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate that. Who do you have in the final two? You want to throw out your prediction there?
I don't know. I don't know who's going to be the final two. It's going to be
Harvard.
Hey, I tell you what, I loved it yesterday, though. I mean, I'm a big underdog guy. I love the team that's not expected to win.
Yeah.
I'm always going to pull for those guys. So, that was exciting to watch.
All right, Coach. Hey, have a great weekend. Good luck tomorrow, would you?
All right, thanks, Jason.
All right, we'll see you. Coach Brian Bohannon, head football coach there at Kennesaw State. Great guy. Great program. We wish him nothing but the best there at Kennesaw State. Back to phone calls.